Good morning. We're out for our morning walk and decided to go over to the soccer oval because my son was up a bit earlier this morning, so he wanted to come over and do some practicing and stuff. So say hello, Connor.
Hello.
And of course we've got Sammy as well. He's somewhere in the background over there, wherever he is, having a good old sniff. He loves it here because he can come off the lead and run around, which he just adores. So there's Connor practicing his shots, and he comes over here every couple of days and starts practicing and getting stronger and stronger in his legs. And it just reminded me of a conversation I had with my daughter yesterday as well, about the difference between stubbornness and determination. And she came up to me and said, Mum, Connor keeps calling me stubborn, and it's usually because he wants to win the argument or whatever it is. And I said to her, there's times where you can be stubborn. That's just part of who you are as well. But what you are is determined, and you're determined to have your point of view heard, and you're determined to be independent. And the thing is, that's one of her strengths, is determination. So we got to talking about strengths and the opposite of strengths, which of course is weaknesses. And to be honest, most of your weaknesses you'll find are actually just your strengths overdone. So my son is very ambitious. He's very particular about the way he wants to live his life, and he wants to be a soccer star, and that's why he's out here. So he's very determined to, and committed and loyal to the game. So the flip side of that, where his weakness is he becomes a bit of a perfectionist, because he wants to get things done really, really well, and he wants to succeed. So his determination translates to his weakness, which is perfectionism. And to be a superstar soccer player as he wants to be, you need to be very determined. You need to be almost single-minded to be able to do these kind of crafts, because the competition is so strong that if you want to be involved at a particular level, then you do have to be the best of the best. So you almost have to be a perfectionist in some of this stuff. My daughter, for example, is very creative, and because she's very creative, she can forget about things. Her mind starts to wander, and she starts to dream about something, and she totally just wanders off into another place. So consequently, her creativity leads her to not necessarily finish everything that she's doing. She'll go from one job to the next job to the next job, and I tend to trail behind her cleaning up the mess. So all of our strengths, we've all got strengths. You've got strengths that are absolutely fundamental to who you are, and should be nourished and should be cherished as well. And you need to remember that your strengths also culminate in weaknesses. And it's not about combating weaknesses. People say, oh, you have to, get rid of those weaknesses or eradicate, or that's what your development program should be on, is your weaknesses. I don't believe that. I fundamentally believe that your strengths are where you should be playing at all times, because that is what's going to get you success in life, is your strengths, not your weaknesses. Your weaknesses, yes, absolutely should be eradicated if they're damaging you or they're damaging other people. But if they're just a normal kind of weakness, like sometimes you're late to work, or sometimes you forget to finish something, or sometimes you're perfectionist, or sometimes there's a plane going over that's very, very loud. I'll just pause for a sec. All right, that was a very loud plane. Sorry about that. So where was I? Yes. What you want to be doing with your weaknesses is finding ways around weaknesses. So don't put too much focus in your weakness. What they actually say is what you put your focus into is what you get in life. So if you're constantly focusing on your weakness, then your weakness is what's going to happen. So concentrate on your strengths. That's the name of the game today. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.